training day.
Nah, go again.
Alright, today is the 30th of September, 9:55. It's training day. So what we're going to do is finish setting up all the welcome packs just now whilst we're at home, go over a few last things, then we're going to load up the car, head down to the PT hub. Big day, a little bit nervous, a little bit excited, but that's what we want, you know, that border between nervous and excitement. That's where you grow. Anyway.
Who told you that, man?
Enough inspirational talk. Let's make some boxes. So in these boxes, basically, just want to make them almost like, you know, like when you were a kid and you would get party bags and you go to like someone's birthday party. That's kind of what I want these to be, except they're boxes instead of bags. So inside, they are getting a pair of brand new Aesthetic Athlete socks. Nice. They're getting an identity upgraded card, which is a little exercise we're gonna do on the day. They're getting a really fancy crystal original blue biro pen just to write on their cards. They're also getting some Human 24 tablets, which is how do you call it again? Caffeine-free nootropic. Try it, and then tomorrow just got some stickers and things like that. And yeah, that's what's going in the boxes. So they don't know this. They're just gonna be given a box. Protein bar as well. Forgot about that. Just as a thank you for coming along and supporting me.
Matching.
What's going on, YouTube?
Take the drip.
Damn.
I can't. That's my pistol squat.
Oh, that's terrible.
The pistol knee flexion.
Take the t-shirt off. Get out of here.
You gotta earn it. So, yeah, just to give you a bit more information as to what the training day is, why we do it. Basically, I think it's just always a good opportunity to try and get as many of the guys together in one room as I can, at least maybe 2 or 3 times a year. I think just for the main purpose being like, and I don't know if it's only me and I'm speaking only first-hand experience here, but I think when you're an adult and you have like your set friends groups that are very kind of set in their ways, whether it's like uni friends, school friends, or work friends, or all these other things, people can be very set in their ways, and it's kind of harder to sometimes maybe not necessarily take yourself out of old friendship groups and into new ones, but kind of also help you be around people that are also trying to do the same thing as you are. So if you're going through a journey of trying to like genuinely be healthier, be fitter, you know, look better, it's gonna help you if you're around people and you know other people trying to do that same thing. Now you might have that already. Like I had a bit of that already, but then like over time I kind of progressively was meeting more people kind of in the fitness space, and then it's like, you know, that's one of my main friend groups now, and I think I just want to do the same thing through what I'm doing with Aesthetic Athlete, is bring people together in a room so they can meet one another, so that they have all their friends that like they love and care about already, but they can also start to meet new people that are interested in the same thing as them. So if they want to go and do even just other things on the weekends that doesn't involve drinking, they can go and do that with these people as well if they don't have that. And besides that, it's always just a good opportunity for me to see the guys, to actually be there, physically coach them, which is always fun as well. And the second main thing is, you know, from an online coaching perspective, one of the more challenging things is making sure that everybody is training with the right intensity. Like if I'm there in person watching someone train, obviously I can see how hard they're working, if they're pushing themselves to the place we want them to. But online it's kind of hard to do so because I'm not always seeing them in the gym. But when I get them in on the training day, I really try and anchor the feeling of like, this is the intensity we're aiming for when you're training by yourself, so that they know what it feels like and they can bring that to their own sessions. You know, going full circle, meaning that they can push themselves harder in the gym on their own, and they're actually becoming more capable on their own without necessarily needing someone there like watching over them every single session. So I'd say those are the 2 main reasons why we do it, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun. So yeah. You're making sludges again?
No, everyone felt really ill after this.
Really?
Well, it was because like the first time, right? Blair gave everyone a Squares bar, so he was like, eat your Squares bar now. But it was actually too soon to the workout, and people started feeling a bit like, and then I was serving these thick sludges, and some of them had never pushed themselves in a workout like that before. And then like, I mean, I think Charles drank most of this because everyone took like one sip, was like, I'm sorry, it's really nice, but like I feel really sick. Did you get Bear Bell shakes?
What?
Bear Bells. Oh, I thought you
Got
were
the grenade
going
one.
to- Oh yeah, grenade shakes. So I've been demoted to participate. Although now I am one of his clients. So.
You got merch.
I got merch, so
Yeah.
I'm just like a show pony today.
Come on.
Nay.
Well, thank you once again for coming. I think we've got 5 more than last time. So, second of all, we've got exciting announcements. So, most of you already know Murray, but I think a few of you don't. He's the one in the corner there. So, I've known Murray for about 5 years now. And for those of you as well that don't know, Murray coached me for like a long time, best part of maybe like 2.5 years. So, he's going to be coming in to help with everything to do with programming. So from now on, like all workouts and programming is going to be a collaborative effort between the two of us, just to make sure that everyone's getting looked after as best we possibly can. He's obviously here today to help coaching as well. So Murray's going to be the head of athletic performance. I think sounds pretty cool. So there he is.
I've been coaching for 7 years now with a mix of group, one-to-one and online coaching. I started with a sort of more strength and conditioning background coming from rugby, and then more recently transitioned into a functional training background as well as CrossFit. I met Blair when we first started off at Blair's first gym when he came to Edinburgh, and then from there progressed on to coaching Blair for about 2 years. I've competed with Blair, and we've been quite successful at a few competitions in the past, and I'm looking forward to sort of taking control over all things training at the Aesthetic Athlete.
Describe your style.
Iconic.
And then come over and grab one of these boxes. Ladies, the ones with the extra sticker, they're the ones for you. So you make sure you grab those ones. Guys, grab the ones with just the one sticker, okay? Go for that now, grab your shots, grab your boxes, and then find a space. I drew this probably more for me to remember what I'm talking about. So you've got 2 triangles here. If we start with the one on the left, the bottom part of the triangles there, it says outcomes. And I think that's what everyone focuses on. We focus on like, what outcome do we want? Oh, I want to lose weight. I want to get stronger. I want to get bigger. I want to get faster. I want to do a fitness competition, whatever it is. And then you guys come to me for the processes, right? So you come in and say, right, Blair, I want to get fitter. I want to lose weight. You expect me to give you the processes, which I can definitely do. And then it's almost as though humans' default behavior is then, cool, if I get the outcome, or if I want the outcome, I follow the process, I then become the person that does that, right? Which kind of makes sense. But actually, the more I've thought about it, and I spoke to one of my other friends about this, and he was saying, I think we need to flip it on its head, which is kind of why I've drawn this triangle upside down. Because it's kind of like, if you focus on outcomes first, or you just think about outcomes first, it's quite flimsy. Because as soon as you have a bad day, as soon as something happens at work, someone shouts at you at work, I don't know, you get dumped, something like that. So anything bad happens, right? You revert back to like what your kind of core identity is, who you see yourself as. And if that hasn't changed, then you'll always go back to old behaviors that you've done in the past. Nice. So I think starting with identity, then going through the processes, then getting the outcomes, that's the kind of way that I would like to think about it. And now if you flip your cards over, you see on the back, you've got like a little table. So what I want to do now is just like, before you start writing on there, just have a think to yourself now is like, what's some things that you want? What are some of those outcomes that you do want right now? You don't have to write them down, but just try and think 2 or 3 in your head. It could be you want to get stronger, you want to set yourself this goal of losing this, or it could be something completely not to do with fitness, something other personal thing you want to do, a work thing you want to do. So think about maybe 2 or 3 of those things, and then in the boxes, I'm going to give you guys maybe 2 or 3 minutes just now. I want you to write 1 or 2 things that you need to start doing that you're currently not doing at all, that you need to start doing to work towards those things. And then in the stop box, things that you're doing that you know you need to stop doing, but you keep doing for whatever reason. And then the more or less boxes is stuff that you're maybe a bit like the more box, stuff that you're dabbling in that you know you need to do more of, but you're not. And then the less box, the opposite. So stuff that it's okay to do, but you should probably do it a little bit less. Does that make sense? So think about what those outcomes are that you want. Put some tunes on. And then start writing those things down in the boxes. I reckon if we just go for about 2 minutes. Right, so what we'll do a bit of a group warm-up probably just all together, and then I'm going to split you guys up into groups. When you do this trick press, you want your elbows facing low, right? So feet kind of underneath the hips, elbows down, and your whole thing is just going to try and drive this overhead and stick your head through at the top. Okay, you don't need to over-exaggerate all the way through, but just from here, and then obviously make sure you bring it back out the way as you come down. Press tall, then we'll make it a bit heavier on the next one, all right? As you just did over there, we've got a giant set. Okay, we've got 3 movements. First thing we're gonna do is our band or non-band assisted hamstring curls or Nordic drops. Then we're loading our RDLs up, and I'm gonna have quite a narrow stance, all right? Reason we're gonna do that is it's gonna allow us to just get a bit more length through our hamstrings, okay? So once I'm comfortable with my feet, okay, my grip on the bar or dumbbells is just going to be just outside shoulder width apart, okay? From there, I'm going to initiate the movement by kicking my hips to that wall behind me, but keeping that bar in contact with my legs throughout, okay? When my hips stop moving, that's when I'm then going to start to return to the top.
Comes from these buttons.
Woo!
Surprise! Ladies, can you sum up today in 1 word for me?
Fun.
High energy.
2 words. Anna, sum up today in 1 word.
I can't take you seriously.
Go on.
Electric.
Yes. Okay, gents, sum up your experience today in 1 word.
Tiring. Exhausting.
Back to you in the studio. Sum up today in 1 word for Cavendish, the cyclist. The cyclist. Do you know Mark Cavendish, the cyclist? Yeah. Yeah, right, that's you, but Cavendish. Sum up today in 1 word for me.
Really good.
How are we? Can you sum up today for me in 1 word?
It's been fun. It's been really good fun.
Back to you in the studio, Chaz.
Yeah, so that was the training day wrapped up for Aesthetic Athlete. Technically number 3, but the second sort of main one, I would say. But it was a good day. I think everyone enjoyed it. And yeah, just going to chill out the rest of the day. If you have enjoyed watching this video, this has kind of been like the BTS video of the actual day, to kind of show a little bit more of what goes into it. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, share it with someone, especially if you've been thinking about getting involved with us. This should have given you a pretty sick idea as to what it is we do, or just one part of what we do, and you can get involved if you like. But anyway, other than that, like the video, hit subscribe, see you soon.